Welcome back to Pleasant Grove Sports Network. My name is Coleman Kuehl, joined here today by...
That's loud. Wow.
It's Boston Harding, as we are excited to bring you coverage of today's varsity girls matchup between the Pleasant Grove Vikings and the Springville
Red Devils.
Thank you, Boston. I was like, the G in the logo made me think Guardians for some reason. Wrong sport.
As we will continue this after the playing of the national anthem.
As for those who could not watch the broadcast on Friday, maybe just missed it, Pleasant Grove coming into this matchup a perfect 17-0, I believe, maybe 16.
On Friday?
On the year.
Oh, right now they are 16-0.
Right now 16-0. Survived a scary one on Friday, took it to overtime against Wasatch, won by 1 point off of 3 Tabitha Clark free throws. It was a great game. And Springville coming off of a game, that's the wrong thing. Springville coming off of a game against Spanish Fork. They won easily 60-37. Before that, dismantled Manti 67-24. Should be a great game today from both sides. Springville coming in 11-4, 21st in the state, undefeated in region. The battle, I believe this is an in-region game, the battle of the 1 versus the 2 in region to decide first place for now. Pleasant Grove coming into this game ranked number 1 in the state, number 23 in the country.
Springville and Pleasant Grove are both tied in region 2-0, followed by Timpview in third at 1-1.
This matchup for first place in 5A Region 7 should be a great game. Pleasant Grove looking to take it a lot easier than they did against Wasatch on Friday. Springville looking to hand them their first loss of the year. As getting ready for tip-off, it will be Sutton Villa for Pleasant Grove going against Sammy, I believe it's De Llamas for Springville. As Sutton will win that one easily, around an 8-inch height difference between Sutton and Sammy. As quickly the Vikings get it to Tabitha from the mid-range. Good! Tabitha Clark puts the Vikings on the board first and early, less than 15 seconds in. Wasatch looking for an answer in the hands of Hallie Hall. Gets it to Sammy Hollinger. Works it down. Wasatch mid-range. Just a little bit too hard off the backboard and the back iron. Rebound taken, Cash Connors. Tabitha working one-on-one against Hallie. loses it for a second. Out of bounds off of Hallie. It will stay with Pleasant Grove. As quickly in this game, Tabitha Clark getting whatever happened on Friday out of her system. Already a quick mid-range. Thought about a second one there. Good recovery from Hallie. Vikings get it down low. Sutton via that shot. Way off. Airballed. Taken away. Sammy Hollinger the other way. Back to Sammy. Working against Zuri Nordstrom down low. Nobody there. That pass tipped away. Tabitha taken away by Sutton. Springville pulling out a full court press on Tabitha, trying to slow her down. Do not want to let her get going early in this matchup. Tabitha Clark can win a game by herself. Zuri Nordstrom just a little bit short off the glass. Springville, Sammy Hollinger taking it the other way. Working against Cash Connors far deep from the three-point line. Springville doing a good job working it around. Pleasant Grove typically plays very tight defense. 10 seconds left on the shot clock. Hallie drives, kicks it back out the 3-4. Back iron out. Sutton via rebound. Gets it to Zuri Nordstrom. Zuri looking to play a little bit with the pace. Good defense from Sammy Hollinger all the way down. Zuri finds Cash. Good bucket. Cash Connors off the backboard. Pleasant Grove very unselfish when it comes to the offensive side of the ball. Janice gets the steal there. 3-on-2. Finds Zuri Nordstrom down low. Off the glass. Good. Zuri Nordstrom from very high off the backboard. Vikings up 6-0. Little under 3 minutes into this game. As Bella Esplin takes that shot, gets it. Bella answers the Vikings. Tabby being guarded very tightly by Hallie Hall, the battle of the seniors. Hallie doing a great job getting around the Sutton via screen for a second. Tabitha Clark from deep hits the three. Vikings up by 7. Springville looking to find anything on offense. Had not had any points until very recently. Good poke, Janice Sikander. Good tip, Zuri Nordstrom. Nobody's on the basketball. Janice can't get there in time. It will go out of bounds off of Zuri Nordstrom's hand and will stay with Wasatch. 4:27 left in the first quarter. Springville. Hey, I'm still stuck on that Wasatch game, man. To inbound for Springville, Hattie Templeman. Sammy Hollinger gets it over the half-court line. Trying to get it down low to Sammy De Amas at the free throw line. Finally get it to her. Sammy finds Hattie Templeman. Back down low. Good defense, Cash Connors. Drive from Springville. That shot looked like a block from Tabby from behind. Whistle blows. Believe that's going to be Tabitha's first foul. So it will be 2 free throws coming for Springville. At the line, shooting 2 will be Hattie Templeman. First shot up, front iron. As Springville doing a good job working the ball around, utilizing some screens to try to get off of the Vikings defense. As Hattie will go 0 for 2. Cash Connors gets the board, finds Aaliyah Sikander. Have not mentioned her yet. Cash down to Janice. Both Sikander sisters in. Janice going against some great defense from Bella Esplin. So that whistle blows. Moving screen, I believe on Cash Connors. The Vikings turnover. Springville will take it out of bounds on the sideline. Sammy Hollinger, full court press from Janice Sikander, falls down. Able to recover. Janice just a little too slow getting there. Could have been huge trouble for Springville. Doing a good job recovering and working it around. Gets it, had it in the wing for a second. That drive shot blocked. Sutton Villa saw it coming, tipped it the other way. Tabby up to Janice, drive shot. Janice finds it, puts the Vikings over 10, as that will cause Springville to take their first timeout of the game. Vikings start out 11-2 in the first 5 minutes of this matchup here in Valhalla. Following the Red Devil timeout, it will be Springville basketball on the baseline. Vikings up by 9, 11-2. Now with the full court press on defense, Janice Sikander, Zuri Nordstrom, and Aaliyah Sikander trying to cause a little bit of pressure, force a Springville error, and just be right there for the quick bucket. Springville, Hallie Hall looking, finds Hattie Templeman. Springville, nice cut there. Back, tried to get it out in the corner. Got tipped away. It will stay with the Red Devils on this side. Looked like it got tipped by Tabby Clark. Sammy Hollinger to inbound. As Springville very quickly taking advantage of hard and aggressive drives to the basket. Pleasant Grove doing a great job staying in front of the Springville player they need to be guarding. That shot just a little too hard. Tabby, tip drill, couldn't find anyone. That shot blocked. Tabby Clark. Springville recovers, works it back into the corner. Sammy Hollinger one-on-one against Tabby Clark. Drive kick in the wing. Springville not afraid to play at a very slow pace. Don't want to try to force any shots. Want to try to maximize your offensive possessions. A lot of driving kick. Deep three. Banks in. Wow. I didn't even see who shot that. I didn't think it was going to go in. Bella Esplin. Crazy bucket. Janice Sikander drive. Left it a little short as Esplin got the board for a second. Springville quickly pushes it up to Hattie Templeman. Spin. Thought about the shot, and then she saw Sutton Villa and said, nope. Drive wing three. Finds it. Springville has been on fire since the timeout. Cut it down to a 3-point game. Pleasant Grove's been scoreless for the last, I believe, minute and a half, 2 minutes. Aaliyah Sikander down to Zuri Nordstrom. Zuri one-on-one down low. That shot too hard, got fouled. Will send Zuri Nordstrom to the free throw line. Looking to add to the Vikings lead and end the Springville run. It's been 6-0 Springville since the timeout, around the 3.5 minute mark. Free throw one for Zuri. It's up and in. As in comes number 23, Cash Connors, and number 1, Amaya Kennerly for the Vikings. Zuri take two. Too hard back iron. Fight for the rebound. Aaliyah Sikander gets it out to Amaya Kennerly. Cash wanted it further wanted it a little closer to the basket, had to get it at the three-point line, and then just overthrew it to Zuri Nordstrom. Went right out of bounds. Pleasant Grove staying with the full court press, switching Janice Sikander for Amaya Kennerly. Amaya still a good option on defense, just a young player, a little bit less experienced than Janice Sikander. Freshman versus a junior. Wide open three. Hattie finds it. And that makes it a 1-point game. Springville 11, Pleasant Grove 12. Hattie Templeman with a, wasn't very deep, just unexpected three. Tabby working around the screen from Cash. Gives it to Aaliyah. Whistle blows. Charge gonna go against Tabby Clark on the dribble handoff. Excuse me, block on the, either way. Foul on Tabby Clark on the dribble handoff. In comes Ruby Mossman replacing Tabby Clark. 2 fouls in the first quarter. Not what you want to see if you're Pleasant Grove. Tabby, probably the best player on the squad. But she will sit down for at least the last 30 seconds of this quarter. Sammy Hollinger working against Amaya Kennerly. Gets it down low. Sammy DeYamas going against Cash. Off the backboard and in. Springville takes its first lead of the night with 10 seconds left in the first quarter. Vikings get it to Zuri Nordstrom. Zuri to Aaliyah. Out to Amaya. Buzzer beater. Back iron. Amaya Kennerly is about a quarter of an inch away from a buzzer beater three at the end of the quarter to give the Vikings the lead back. We will head into the quarter break. Vikings down 1, 12-13. Coming back into the second quarter, Pleasant Grove down 1, 12-13. Springville going on a nice little run. Pleasant Grove started off, I believe, 8-2. Then Springville 11-2. Springville has come thundering back, made it 13-12. That pass taken away. Cash Connors finds Aaliyah Sikander. Aaliyah tried to spin, got it poked away by Hollinger. Hollinger back up to Hall, working against Nordstrom. That pass too hard. Out of bounds off of a Red Devil. Pleasant Grove will take it out of bounds on the baseline. Don't know if that was a miscommunication between Hall and DeYamas or if that was just good defense from Sutton Villa. But either way, Janice Sikander had the drive for a second, forced to take it back out. Double team comes on Sutton Villa. Zuri to Aaliyah quickly. Back down to Sutton. Over the double team, couldn't find it. Cash can't get the tip in. Fight for the rebound. Ends up with Springville. Hattie Hall almost had it poked away by Aaliyah Sikander. Hall back to Hollinger. It's met by Sikander. Hollinger takes the drive. Had it poked away by Aaliyah. In the corner, under 10 seconds on the shot clock. Springville drive. That shot just way too hard. Couldn't find anything but glass. And then Sutton via that pass. Zuri Nordstrom unable to collect. Drive. Thought about the wing three. Down low, that shot. Back iron, or side iron, I guess. Cash to Aaliyah. Up to Zuri. Will ultimately end up with Janice getting ready to run the set play from the wing. Janice gets it to Cash. Back to Janice. Springville doing a great job at limiting what the Vikings are able to do on offense. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Zuri from deep finds it. Zuri Nordstrom hits the three and puts the Vikings up by 2. Big bucket for the Vikings. Zuri Nordstrom not afraid to take open threes. Whistle blows. Travel called on Sammy Hollinger. As Vikings not letting her find anything to do. As in comes Ruby Mossman for Cash Connors. Springville back in the quarter court press on Janice Sikander. Hall doing a great job not letting Janice get open. Down low to Sutton. Had it for a sec. Gets poked away. Hollinger, that's not Hollinger, that's Esplin. Head of steam a little too quick. Took 3 steps. Traveling called. Vikings force another Springville turnover. As Zuri will look to get it into either Sikander. Has to go with Aaliyah. Springville full court press. Sammy Hollinger against Aaliyah Sikander. Aaliyah, Zuri thought about the three for a second. Zuri drive, reverse layup, off the glass, good. Zuri Nordstrom, 2 big buckets for the Vikings. Springville has been quiet on the offensive end recently. That shot didn't have a chance. Sutton Villa is incredibly difficult to shoot over, especially down low. Janice didn't take the screen from Sutton for a second. That three, good! Janice Sikander finds the strings. Springville has not had an answer. Vikings going on an 8-0 run the past about 4 minutes. That shot way off target. Janice met by Hollinger. Hollinger doing a great job playing aggressive defense, but not fouling defense. Aaliyah, tough shot, no good. Left it way short. Templeman finds DeAmas down low, going against Villa. Whistle blows. Fouled on the ground before the shot. Believe that's going to go against Sutton Villa, her first. Everybody thought it was on the shot, started lining up for free throws. Big substitution for the Vikings. Cash, Tabby, and Amaya coming in for Zuri, Aaliyah, and Sutton. As they'll get a quick breather. Pleasant Grove looks to extend the lead. That pass off the foot of Tabby Clark. Tabby visibly upset she couldn't get the steal. Springville will move about 20 feet and try it again from the sideline. Get it in. Hollinger working against Kennerly. Out to Esplin. Down to Hall in the corner. Corner three. Back iron. Cash Connors finds it. Janice Sikander taking it the other way. Gets a screen from Connors. Tight defense from Hall. That three. Front iron. Cash collects. Back iron or back board too hard. As that goes out of bounds. Off of Cash Connors. Vikings want a foul. No such luck. Didn't look like there was much anyway. Just looked like clean tie up and Cash fell. Hall will inbound. Sikander and Kennerly in the press. Sikander doing a great job guarding Hollinger. Great defense from the Vikings. Tabby going against Templeman. Back out Hollinger, 15 on the shot clock. Templeman down low, wing three, side of the iron, ends up in the hands of Janice Sikander. Quickly up to Tabby Clark. Tabby changing the pace, taking it herself. Tough shot, side of the rim. A little bit of backboard. Nobody got back to watch Springville, so that'll be the easiest bucket Templeman's gotten in. Yeah, that was Hattie Templeman. Be the easiest bucket Hattie Templeman will get all night. I believe Pleasant Grove calling their first time out. Up by 5, 20-15 after a great series for shot. Front iron gets the shot to fall. Ash Connors pushes the Vikings up to lead up to 7. Springville at it for a second. Once they keep it going, calling for his drive. Off this for a second time throw. Espen pivoting up the hall. Other side of the backboard. Pushing it down low. Forward. Great discipline defense. Stop ball. Amaya out to the snap with Cash. Cash off the glass. Good. About another 3. That's up the whole not afraid of this number. Clock down 35 seconds. Recorded 15. That pass a little too hard. Bella Espen had to step out of bounds. Vikings will take it. As the game comes, Leah Sikander, Sutton Leah, and a name I don't believe is called. Burgess checking the game. First experience playing varsity as during Nordstrom receiving Sikander hits the screen, 20 seconds left. He shoots it poked away, fights to get it back, gets it taken away. Can't believe there wasn't a jump ball called. Hattie Templeman has it up. Off the glass, good. 5 seconds left. Vikings will come up 2. Well is what will take us into halftime. Vikings up 24-20 against Springville, looking to keep the undefeated run going. good start. A little bit slower out of the gate than we would hope to see. They really seem to figure out who the end of the first half has on it. A couple of left fullbacks, part of the reason that hasn't had the lead. I would like to make a correction on the segment of the half. Tried to go around the screen, lost it. Alcohol. Tried to get it down low to Gayama. I see something pass takes it away from the defender. On the 7. Has pass behind her, didn't see it. That's much tougher shot than that's Thomas looking at the free line shooting 2. Foul really hadn't come in his first foul of the game. That's Thomas free throw number 1 up. Back iron out. That's straight down low. Not the best from the line. Good, Howie Hall. The first bucket of the half. Springville cuts it down to 2. A little too close there. Finds it. Answer Springville pushes the Vikings back up to 5. As I mentioned earlier, during the trend, definitely not afraid to take open threes. Eventually it gets to a point where you don't focus on the ball, they're just open. That is definitely very much their mentality. They're trying to work it out against the Vikings. Tough shot. Somehow got it off between the hands of Nordstrom and Korea. Release the camera quickly, flipping it into the front court. Down low Sutton. Sutton reverse, finds it, and 1. Sutton via tough bucket, count it, puts a first foul against the semi-base. Shooting 1. Find it about on side of the lead goes out. Right over the head of Jack Johnson. Springville puts the 50 from the corner, finds it. The inbound pass taken away and can't pass in on the turnover. The lead. Got it both away. Pushing it quickly, Templeman the Hall, back to Templeman. Thought about the lead 3. Ball poked by Lisa Kinder, taking away past Congress. Good! Cash Connors from deep. Don't see it. Finds it there. Vikings back out by 5. Almost in shot denied. Sutton via not letting Bayama shot off North. Back to Tabby, off the glass, in. Tabby Clark and the Vikings saw how they started the quarter and made some adjustments. They have been on fire recently. So, trying to make Springville uncomfortable mental error. That shot back on Tabby the left. Close timeout called by the Vikings. So we'll take this timeout up 7 quarters, 20 seconds left in the first quarter. Good. Tabitha Clark just inside the left knee, right elbow. Gets the bucket. Looking to get something on offense. Any points will do. That shot looks like it got blocked. Back out three. Front iron out. Really lost him. Comes over quickly up to Tabby Clark. Ruby, front iron off the glass, out. That's good. That shot lines it off the glass. Addie Templeman, Greenville, full court press, all 10 goals. Janisa Kander off the glass in. Don't see her down low too often, but she definitely has moved this way. That three Estlin too hard, get out of bounds, will go into Vikings. Something else up 9. Money off the glass. Big bucket back on. Whistle blows. Time out taken by Springville. Pleasant Grove on a 18-5 run. After his time out. Stop Springville. That shot way off target. Out off Sutton's via. Looks like it got blocked. Springville trying to get Abby nothing in the ball down low. Sutton's via. Able to just power over it. We're trying to get it to Sandy. That mid-range. Esplin finds it. Esplin hits the two, cuts it down to single digits. Vikings up 9. Great ball control going against Howie Hall. Very tight, full court press. Very much pass a little too high. Foul called on Sandy Amos. First, second, under 19. Fourth on the Devils in the quarter. Tried to get it into cash, underthrew it a little. Sandy Amos took it away. Howie Hall with it, back out to Hollinger. It's it down low. Great job moving around. That shot blocked by Sutton via. Another errant pass ends up with the Devils. Doesn't do a good job getting back on defense, following the turnover. Down low, that shot blocked again. Sutton via back-to-back blocks. Moving out a little too hard. Off the glass, good. Zuri Nordstrom found Cash Connors heading towards the roof. Bollinger tried to get it to Hall, getting out right from the Sanders. 16-2 left in the third quarter. Vikings up 11. At least get that in this one. Doesn't have an answer for everything Springville has thrown. This quarter, that three. Springville cuts it down to 8. 4 seconds left for the Vikings. Trying to push it, didn't get the shot off in time. And we will head into the fourth quarter. Vikings up 42-34. 8 minutes left. Pleasant Grove up by 8, 42-34. Springville basketball. 1 quarter left to play. Springville looking to claw back in this one. Pleasant Grove hoping to hold on, continue the undefeated run, get out to 17-0. That shot blocked by Sutton Villa again. Sutton Villa down low has been unstoppable recently for Pleasant Grove on both sides of the ball. Springville has not been able to find an answer. Thought about the corner three there. That shot very high. Whistle comes in late. Looks like it's going to go against Villa on the shot. It is her second personal foul of the night. It will be 2 free throws for Sammy Diamas. First free throw up, front iron, no good. Free throw, take 2 from Sammy Diamas, up and good. Cuts it down to 7, 35-42. Tabby into Janice, working against Hollinger. Sammy Hollinger doing a great job on defense for Springville when they need her. Cash looked like she thought about the 3 for a second. Gets it to Tabby. Tabby drive, spin. Got it down low. Sutton out to Cash. Swing it around Tabby. Janice gets the screen. Janice drive, kick, Cash. Zuri way off, front iron. Sammy Hollinger going against Janice Sikander. Hallie Hall down in the corner. Bella Esplin back to Hallie. Springville trying to shake the Vikings. Pleasant Grove doing a great job staying in the zone. That 3, front iron, back off the back iron. Rolled right over the top of the rim, out. Tabby going against Hallie. Janice trying to get it down to Sutton. Sammy Diamas doing a great job taking Sutton Villa away from the Vikings down low. Sutton gets it off the glass. Sutton kicks it right back out to 9 for the Vikings. 6:14 left to play. Springville needs to get a stop and a series of buckets on the other end. Pleasant Grove doing a great job defensively. Springville looking very confused. That shot blocked Sutton Villa. For the, I believe, 5th time, Sutton Villa denies a Springville shot. As Pleasant Grove has done a fantastic job shutting down Springville offensively. Esplin drive, tough shot, pushed it way too hard. Diamas had the rebound. The fight for the second one out of bounds will stay with the Red Devils after the jumble. 2 inbound. Hattie Templeman gets it into Bella Esplin. Down low, Hall working against Villa. Has to kick it back out. Whistle blows. Foul called on Janice Sikander, her first foul of the game. Foul trouble, not an issue for either team. Springville got it into the corner quickly, worked it around to the top of the key. Esplin, down low, Hall in the corner. Good recovery, Tabby Clark. That 3 finds it. Hattie Templeman hits the 3, cuts it down to 6 points. Vikings looking for a response. Janice Sikander behind the back. Whistle blows. Foul on the ground. That foul going to go against Sammy Dayamas, for Springville, her third. 5 minutes left. Not a huge concern about her fouling out. Tabby tried to get it into Zuri. Springville took it away. Aaliyah took it right back. Zuri Nordstrom one-on-one against Esplin. Drives. Tough shot off the glass. Just barely out. Zuri Nordstrom almost had it. Couldn't quite get it. Great pass down low. Sutton Villa blocks it. Springville working against a brick wall down low named Sutton Villa. Haven't gotten a shot close. Pleasant Grove tried to get Cash Connors in. Couldn't quite get her to the desk in time. Good defense, Aaliyah Sikander. Almost a turnover. Get it down low against Villa. That shot, backboard and out. Whistle blows against Sutton Villa on the shot, her third. Audrey Moore will be at the free throw line shooting 2. 4 minutes and 20 seconds left. Vikings up 6, make it 5. Audrey Moore hits the first free throw. In comes Cash Connors replacing Sutton Villa. More of a breather load management reason, not a foul trouble reason. Cash was trying to sub in earlier. Audrey, second free throw, back iron. Zuri tipped it away. Got it to Aaliyah Sikander. Quickly back up to Zuri. Vikings speed it up a little. Zuri spins. Euro. Hard hit. Left the shot short, got fouled. Zuri Nordstrom will be at the line. The foul on Hattie Templeman. Her second of the night. Zuri Nordstrom from the line, take one. Finds it. Zuri Nordstrom puts the Vikings back up by 6, 45-39. Take two, Zuri Nordstrom. Finds it. And will be subbed out for Sutton Villa. Timeout taken by the Vikings. 4:05 left, up by 7. Looking to extend the undefeated season. After the Viking timeout, Springville looking to answer. They've kept it close all game. It's as close to now or never as you can get for the Red Devils. That shot off the glass buckets. Going against Sutton Villa. The first bucket Sutton has let up in a while. Aaliyah Sikander taking it the other way. Down to Cash Connors. Cash, string music off the iron. And quick whistle. Foul going to go against Aaliyah Sikander. The fourth team foul, Aaliyah's first. One more, and Springville will be in the bonus for the last 3 minutes, give or take. Sammy Hollinger down low. Springville had that shot taken away from behind. Cash wasn't ready for it. Springville able to recover. Pleasant Grove trying to get the zone set up again. That shot, 3, out. Ends up with Janice Sikander and then Tabby Clark working against Hallie Hall. Tabby spins up, just barely out. Ends up with Templeman up to Hall. Vikings wanting a double dribble. That 3, back iron out. Tabby hit it out of bounds. Vikings sideline disagrees with the call. In comes Zuri Nordstrom replacing Cash Connors. Sammy Hollinger to inbound. Gets it down low. Nobody was there. And Hallie Hall has the bucket. Vikings lead dwindled down to 5, 2:36 left. Springville doing an excellent job at shutting down the Vikings on offense. Vikings up by 5, 2:36 left when we come back. After the Springville timeout, Pleasant Grove has it on the baseline. Tabby Clark to inbound, looking for either of the Sikander sisters. Gets it to Janice. Bella Esplin, great defense in the full court. Aaliyah gets around the screen from Sutton, drives, tough shot with the left hand, left it short. Bella Esplin takes it. The Sikander double team. Sammy Hollinger out Hall deep two, tipped by Sutton via Sutton showing up great on the defensive end. Foul on the Red Devils. Number 10, Hallie Hall, trying to collect on her own miss. Tabby got there first. Too much contact. That is Hall's first, Springville's third. Sikander going against Esplin. Lost it for a second on the crossover. Got it down. Sutton via off the glass with the right hand. Too hard. Aaliyah Sikander, Zuri Nordstrom double team trap in the corner. Whistle blows. Time out called by Springville. They will have one remaining all game. Pleasant Grove up 5, minute 42 left. After the Springville timeout, it is Red Devils ball on the far baseline. Pleasant Grove doing a great job defensively, trapping Springville in the corner, forcing them to burn one of their timeouts. That pass, poor handle, stepped out of bounds. Sammy Hollinger tried to save it. Shoe crossed into the blue, out of bounds. Vikings will take it. Zuri Nordstrom to inbound in the corner. Zuri gets it into Janice Sikander. Zuri over to Aaliyah, corner three. String music. Aaliyah Sikander from the far corner. Vikings back up by 8. Janice Sikander called for the foul. That'll be the 5th team, second personal for Janice. That should be 2 free throws. Officials a little confused on the foul count. Got it all sorted out. It will send Sammy Hollinger to the free throw line. Springville will be in the bonus, for the last minute 31. Sammy Hollinger, take one. Back iron. Not what you need if you're Springville at all. Second free throw for Sammy. Both shots off the back of the rim. Aaliyah Sikander comes away with it. Pleasant Grove wanting a foul. Tabby gets it, gives it back to Aaliyah. Takes it over the half-court line. Aaliyah tried getting a foul, or a screen, rather. Whistle blows. That foul is going to go against Sammy DeYamas. Her 4th foul of the game, and quickly some foul trouble has been showing up for Springville. DeYamas is the only person, at least height-wise, that can contend with Sutton Villa down low. Sutton having 9 blocks in this game and gets the bucket there. Sutton Villa, I believe, 1 block away from a double-double. Hollinger down low, spin. Sutton so close, shot left off the front of the rim. Springville working it down low again. Kick out 3. Out. Tabby comes away with it. 40 seconds left. Sutton's not going to have another chance to get it. Tabby going against Hall. Out to Sikander. Foul there goes against Hattie Templeman. Vikings up by 10. Shot clock turned off. Vikings in the bonus, up 10. Janice Sikander at the free throw line. One of the best options possible for Pleasant Grove. First free throw for Janice, up and good. Gives the Vikings an 11-point lead. Janice take 2. Janice goes 2 for 2 from the charity stripe. Springville playing for not much more than pride. Working it around. Vikings playing great defense. That 3 connects. Springville cuts it down to 9. Pleasant Grove can just dribble this out. 4 seconds left. That is what Tabby Clark will do. And that will be all that she wrote. Pleasant Grove takes the second game in our triple header. 55-46. Pleasant Grove will advance to a perfect record, 17-0 on the year. They will take first place in 5A Region 7 with this victory. Springville will drop to 11-5, second place in Region, 2-1 compared to the Vikings, 3-0. Up next for Springville, they will face the Wasatch Wasps at home at 5:15. That should be a good game. Both of those teams, very talented squads. Wasatch took the Vikings to overtime. And as for Pleasant Grove, you will see them next at Maple Mountain at 5:15 p.m. But until next time, my name is Coleman Keel. I've been joined by
Boston Harding.
and we will see you next time on PGSN.